Enter the stars, and welcome to the true history of the world. 33% of the angels fell from heaven at 33 degrees north parallel to lay claim to the infected 33 vertebrae human race that was tainted by Satan himself in the garden, cursed into beast bodies that were but a glimmer of their former glory and likeness. The serpent seed had combined with the God seed to form the mortal shell we now live in. There is where the enmity began, the tug of war between heaven, our true home, and earth, Satan's prison and kingdom. But God had a plan. Though our beast bodies were altered and cursed, they contained the map, the code to salvation. Yeshua would tear down the temple, tear apart our beast body, and rebuild it in 3 days upon his return. But you see, in heaven, there is no time. So we are saved the moment that we believe. "369, the secret to the universe." 33, 66, 99. 6 and 9 form the symbol for Pisces, the two fish, the earth age that began when Jesus was born. And we know that only 66 books made it into our modern Bible. So here we are in history. We had the 33 that came down. We have the 66 books of the Bible. But as you can see, there are over 33 additional books called the Apocrypha that could be included in our modern Bible. Some of which we know for a fact should have been included, like the Book of Enoch. What if 99? The complete number of books in the Bible and the modern knowledge revealed in these books in the last days is the final harbinger for the advent of Christ's return to tear down and rebuild the temple. The secret to the universe. John 1:14, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. Matthew 16:17. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven."
And Nikola Tesla said that if you knew the secret of 369, then you would know the secret to the universe. And I believe with all of my heart that we have discovered the boundaries of our universe inside the eye. Now I want to clarify this for you guys. The eyes that we are given are the eyes of good and evil, which is why we have two eyes, good and evil, the two thieves. Jesus said, if one eye causes you to sin, gouge it out. He wants us to cast our net on the right side. In other words, the tree of good, so that we do not have the ability to do evil. But devil's mantra is the opposite. He wants us to do what thou will. And look at the trouble that it's gotten us into. And so I believe that this is the truth. Now what you're looking at is the 3773 cube star matrix. All of this is to the glory of God. I am just a messenger. But I believe that this diagram mathematically shows the boundaries of our universe, as we've demonstrated. Now, what's so special about the 3773 number? 37 is the 12th prime number. 73 is the 21st prime number. 12, 21, 37, 73. You see, it's a perfect mirror. And 1221 was the date that Jesus was spiritually conceived. Again, 1221 was the date that Jesus was spiritually conceived in order to be born the following year on 9/11. Now let's pick this apart. So you see, we are stuck inside the cube. This is who rules this world. The cube is Saturn. It's blocking us from seeing God. The star behind it, projecting his love into this world until Jesus returns, until we can be unlocked from this prison. Satan rules this world, and this is how he does it, with the cube. A lot of people know what the cube is, but I'm explaining to you how it works. It's mathematical, and it's all revealed right here in plain sight. Fits in perfectly with this model. Now, as I've shown in previous videos, we live on the surface of the back of the lens of the eye, inside the inner eye. This is our universe. I've showed you how the stars align from the equator of this lens, which is right through here, and how when you're standing at the equator of Earth and you look up in the night sky, it looks exactly like the diagram I showed you, with the central stars projecting outward, and the northern hemisphere stars going clockwise, and the southern hemisphere stars going counterclockwise. And this is the reflection of the inside of a mirror globe, and that is exactly what it looks like. And that star vortex is the vortex that's coming down through the top, through heaven. There's only one way to the Father. Your eye is processed at the back of your brain, and the only thing standing between the back of your brain and your eye is your pineal gland. That is Jesus. The only way to the back of your brain is through the pineal, through Jesus. Or is it all starting to come together now? And here's the amazing thing. When Jesus was crucified with the two thieves at his right and his left, he was showing you, for those who take the time to seek and find him, he was telling you the answer right there. And only one of those thieves, one of his eyes, would be with him in paradise. And that was the good tree. And he is the only way to God. And that's why he was sacrificed. His pineal sacrificed to get to God. Do you see how all this is fitting together? It's simply fascinating. Now I'm going to show you what 73 and 37 have to do with this. And this is how you will see the truth. Now what you're looking at is one of the most amazing truths that I think we've discovered here on Enter the Stars. You're not going to see this anywhere else. This is new truth. No one has put these numbers together like this because they didn't see the 3773 pattern. But as you can see, 3, 6, and 9 times 37 is 111, 222, and 333. And when you take 3 times 73, the opposite of 37, the 3 and the 6 and the 9 times 73, you get 219, which is the 1. 219 times 2 is 438, and 219 times 3 is 657. And I just showed you a mathematical equation of the boundaries of the inside of the mirror globe. The only way out is Jesus Christ. Take care and be safe, you guys.
That were but a glimmer of their former glory and likeness. The serpent seed had combined with the God seed to form the mortal shell we now live in. There is where the enmity began, the tug of war between heaven, our true home, and earth, Satan's prison and kingdom. Enter the stars and welcome to the true history of the world. 33% of the angels fell from heaven at 33 degrees north parallel to lay claim to the infected 33 vertebrae human race that was tainted by Satan himself in the garden, cursed into beast bodies. But God had a plan. Though our beast bodies were altered and cursed, they contained the map, the code to salvation. Yeshua would tear down the temple, tear apart our beast body, and rebuild it in 3 days upon his return. But you see, in heaven, there is no time. So we are saved the moment that we believe. "369, the secret to the universe." 3366.